my girlfriend after she ignored my calls and messages and went clubbing while I was undergoing emergency surgery. All right, for the Honorable Dutch, who is the...
Hairball.
I, 22 male, and my girlfriend, 22 female, have been together for 5 years. I already don't like the sound of this. We've been together since high school, and until recently, I've always considered her to be my future wife. I even bought a ring and was planning on proposing over the coming months. Ooh. Well, last weekend, it was my girlfriend's best friend's birthday. She and her friends booked a private lounge at a club. Obviously, I didn't go since 1, I wasn't invited, and 2, I hate clubbing or anything associated with that. I was actually looking forward to spending an evening alone and just binging Netflix or something. Well, my girlfriend left at around 9 p.m. and I just crashed on the couch and watched some YouTube. I hope you watched some Charlotte Tilbury. No? Okay. Well, around 11 p.m., I started to feel this distinct stomach pain. The same pain you experience when someone hits you in the nuts. Can't say I've ever experienced that, but I will take your word for it that it's very painful. The pain just kept getting worse until I was basically stuck in the fetal position on the couch. Again, initially, I thought the pain would go, but then I pulled down my pants. And it felt like my right hammocker was starting to swell. The moment I tried to get up and grab my phone to inspect whatever the was happening to me, I just collapsed to the floor. That was probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Imagine being pelted in the nuts over and over again. I did manage to crawl to the table next to the couch and get my phone. I immediately called trying my girlfriend, but she declined my call. I then texted her that something was wrong and she should come home immediately. I just put my phone down and started throwing up because of the pain. After throwing up for like a minute, it felt like the pain started to cool down and I grabbed my phone again and that's when I saw her response. She just replied with a, "What is it?" annoyed emoji. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. I really don't like where this is going. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm gonna reserve judgment until I hear the rest of it, but like right now I'm just like... I tried calling her again, but as expected, she declined again. What part of something is wrong, you need to come home, do you not understand?
I will get home when I get home!
Maybe she didn't understand, like, how serious the situation was. I then texted her that I need to go to the hospital. Okay, now she does. She then asked for what, and I just replied with my balls hurt. Then I dialed for emergency services. I explained my situation to the emergency responder, and she asked if there was somebody that could drive me to the hospital, and I stupidly said yes. Ooh. I thought my girlfriend would be home soon, and she would drive me to the hospital.
Well, you thought wrong.
That to me doesn't sound like it's like you need immediate help, but you did say that you need to go to the hospital. I felt embarrassed to call an ambulance because my balls hurt. After I told the emergency responder this, she even told me she would call me again in 10 minutes to make sure I was being driven to the hospital. I then put my phone down and went back to vomiting on our carpet. After the pain went away for a bit, I checked my phone and saw my girlfriend just responded with laughing emojis. Maybe she thought you were joking? I literally don't understand. I don't think she's being like malicious right now, but then again, like, you did tell her that you need to go to the hospital. I tried again to call her, but as expected, she declined again. She texted me that this wasn't time to play games, and she told me that if I texted or called her again, she would block my number. Ooh. I again tried calling her, but she declined again, and when I tried calling her a second time, she actually blocked me. Buddy, she blocked you? Okay, no. Like, it's one thing to think that somebody is joking. It's another to, like, block their number. You must have felt so helpless in this moment. My goodness. I went back to curling up on the floor, and now I started shivering. Ooh. At this point, I didn't care about being embarrassed and just called emergency services and asked for an ambulance. It felt like an eternity, but the ambulance eventually came and rushed me to the hospital. I don't remember much of surgery since I was sedated, but I remember waking up eventually, and my right hammocker was being stitched together. Oh, brother. Ooh. The doctor informed me I had a testicular torsion, and I was extremely lucky to reach the hospital in time. Oh, bestie. I could have easily been forced to surgically remove my hammocker. I checked my phone and saw the missed calls and messages my girlfriend left me. In summary, she came home from clubbing and smelled the vomit in our apartment. When she saw the vomit on our carpet, she got mad and tried searching the apartment to find me. When she realized I wasn't there, only then did it hit her that I was actually being serious. I just texted her which hospital I was staying in and my room number and then went to sleep. I woke up the next morning and saw my girlfriend sleeping on a couch next to my bed. Okay, yeah, this is a really big miscommunication. But then again, if you can't rely on your significant other to take you seriously when you're saying that you're going to the hospital, who can you rely on?
Saul Goodman.
After she woke up, she started bombarding me with apologies. Okay. She thought I was joking and that I was trying to ruin their night, etc. I didn't have the energy to argue. I just kept quiet. I was beyond hurt by what she did and I wanted to break up with her then and there. The thing is, if she just answered the phone, I feel like you could have been a little bit more specific. But then again, you were also like in pain. So like, I don't know, man, this is just seems like a really huge miscommunication, but also she should have taken you a little more seriously in that moment. Why the would someone ignore messages when their partner is begging them to come home? Not only that, she stayed in the club until 3 a.m. and didn't consider going home to check on me. She did stay with me in the hospital for the remaining 2 days. I was admitted there and did take good care of me, but I was beyond pissed at her. Ever since coming home yesterday, I've been wanting to dump her, but at the same time, I feel like she genuinely thought I was joking and made a mistake. I feel conflicted and I don't know how to proceed in this situation. Would I be the a-hole if I dumped her? Am I overreacting? Oh goodness, this is a massive miscommunication, but like, if you haven't cried wolf, so to speak, if you haven't like been kind of like controlling when she goes out to the club, like you said that you don't like going clubbing. So that's why in the back of my head, it's like, okay, have you done this before? Have you tried to get her to come home? Have you guilt tripped her, etc.? But if you haven't done that, then I don't understand why she's annoyed and she wouldn't take that seriously, especially with the, I need to go to the hospital. Not only that, also in the comments, you called her like repeatedly. You know what I mean? Like if it's one text, that's one thing, but you called her over and over and over again. Let's say your phone's on do not disturb. If you get like 3 missed calls, even your iPhone knows it might be a good idea to notify that person that there's an emergency. So if your iPhone knows that, it's not even human. How do you not know that, Missy? Not the a-hole, not walking a total 10 minutes to check on your significant other after your text is nuts, unless you've cried wolf before. That's true. Like there could have been something in her head that's like, oh, he's probably kidding, but maybe I'll just go check on him. If it's a 5-minute walk, you can be there and back in like a few minutes. And I understand it was her best friend's birthday, but at the same time, like what if you were wrong? Better to be safe than sorry. I don't like that she didn't take you seriously. Is this breakup worthy? I don't think she did it with malicious intent. She was there with you in the hospital when she found out that it was a serious thing. I genuinely don't know. But thank goodness for us, we have another